Sir, can we meet you by your name and your title?
Thank you very much. My name is Hrh Eze Jude Mbaise Alozie. Glad of St. John International.
From where?
From Onicha Ezinihitte Mbaise, Imo State.
Sir, we learned that this is your first time of coming to the north.
No, I'll say no to it.
Okay.
I'll be here in 1997 when I was asked to go and teach in Hrh College of Education. I got there, the climate wasn't very comfortable for me. I had to leave. I started from the grassroots. I taught in the primary school, taught in the secondary school, taught in the tertiary school.
This time around, you are in Zaria. How do you find the atmosphere here?
Oh no, the atmosphere is very wonderful. The only thing is that I've not been this part of Nigeria, but this occasion has brought me down to this place, and I have discovered that Zaria is quite different from other areas I've visited, both in the west, midwest, and otherwise. The people are very hospitable, pleased with what they do.
We learned that your children were a little bit disturbed when you are coming here.
It's because of the type of news they get from the internet and all that. People are being killed in the north, pressmen attacking people here and there. They said I shouldn't come. I told them, "Some come, I'm going." I said, "I'm going to Zaria. Nothing prevent me from going." But when I was coming, everyone was very calm, very peaceful. I got here, the people are very hospitable. When I get back, I'll tell you, this place is calm and the people are very hospitable.
Many Nigerians will be glad to share your experience here.
Of course, the experience here is very good. Your people are hospitable. I'm very pleased. Let me summarize it that way.
But what is the actual perception in the south there as we get to the north?
The southerners, particularly in my own area, they are very friendly. They will always accommodate visitors, give them whatever they need that will be profitable to them. But in every tour, there must be a Judas. And on the strength of that, those of them who will say something not very palatable as far as the country is concerned or the place are in the minority. But for those of us who are ready to move apart, to say things for themselves, we are different. So that, for example, I've met our friends here and I've asked them to come to my palace. And if they ever come, they will come back to relate to you what they saw. There is one thing where a professor said here today that St. Hrh, my brother, is a kind of bridge. If he's a bridge, he has bridged the Old Testament and the New Testament. And somewhere along there, and this will be moving. If we can get people like him from different parts of the country, this place will be a little heaven. Because he is here in Zaria, he's an Igbo man, and he's doing his best, and he has been honored because of what he has so far done. If anyone comes to this south, particularly within my own soul, and I discover that person is doing well to bridge the New Testament and the Old Testament to make this harmonize, why wouldn't I honor such a person?
Before coming to St. Hrh, wanted to establish more about your relationship as a traditional ruler there and your reception, your interaction with the traditional ruler here. Is there any difference between what you've been doing there and what you have seen where?
No. What I saw here is equivalent to what we do there. Except, as I've earlier said, there are some minority who be saying one thing or the other that is false. Why my children were not prepared to allow me? They thought, but before I get to Abuja, I will die. That if I leave Abuja on route, Abuja come here, I'll be kidnapped. But I'm not being kidnapped. Unless you are on the ground to discover things for yourself, you wouldn't know what to say when you meet people. Because if people continue looking at the internet and they will say one thing or the other that are very funny. But when you are there on the ground, you see things for yourself. You'd be able to decipher the truth from falsehood.
How do you feel when a son of your place, you heard he is being honored here in the north, that prompted you to want to be here?
First and foremost, Hrh is my son and I know what he can do. And that was why when I was asked to come and stay, let him be honored, I accepted. But come down here now to see things for myself. That the way we regard him at home is exactly how he's being regarded here, which is good. And then I'm even saying that how I wish every other people from other tribes would emulate a person like it. That is, when you go there, give him your best, give him your trades, your talent, your treasure, and time. When you are in a place, don't hide yourself. Let the people see that you are giving them your talent, you are giving them their treasure, and time mostly. Forget about treasure, but you give out your time to serve and make things work.
You intend to build a kind of relationship with the monarchs you met here so that the relationship will expand.
Yes, I'd like to do that so that we be interact. When people are saying something about the North, I'll be in a very good position to say you are saying the wrong thing or you're saying the right. My doors are open for the monarchs here to visit me, and I will so much appreciate it.
Do you think such kind of visits between monarchs will cement?
Of course, yes. Those of us who are Eze, we are being commanded to do the need. We are in charge of secret and all rights. So when people come visit me in my own area and they visit me and get back home safely, Nigerians, those of them who cannot believe the truth, will see that something new will come out of enter state relationship.
How do you advise the citizens of the country to look back to the olden days when Nigeria was one? Now it has been fragmented on the basis of religion, tribe, and what have you. You have seen the yesterdays. What would be your advice to the Nigerian citizens?
When the war ended, General Yakub Gowon established the youth service, and it was very good to cement what was destroyed. When it started initially, things were going fine. Everybody would like to do the service, go to another state, get their living style and what have you. But now the way the thing is going, with that dark spirit of 1973 is still working. Because of this, you hear somebody has been kidnapped, this camp has been attacked by herdsmen or bandits and all that. Now people are being scared. How I wish monarchs like a district head here, plus myself now, have learned a lesson, would come together and cement what was destroyed. But I would suggest there should be a kind of intervis between the monarchs. Now that I've visited the district area, this is my own community. There we can sit together and sort out things and say, people, there is nothing wrong with Nigeria. No country has ever developed without passing what we are passing through now. I've read so many books and all that to discover that even England, there was a time they were in the same we are now. These weren't moving slowly. But finally, they came together and made things moving. You are not far from here. You saw what happened in Ghana. Most of the Ghanaians came down to Nigeria. But today, Ghana has settled. Some of them who came here during that went home to tell people what to do, and they did it. And Ghana is now good. How I wish things like this would happen.
So on this note, what advice will you give to the leaders, generally leaders, not only monarchs now, how to better both the economy? Poverty is too much to better Nigeria.
There is poverty in Nigeria now. There is a kind of hatred amongst us and all that. When we start interact, or the monarchs and the politicians, they now give the woeful visits. They will want to do and get this place properly organized. But we have a problem. That problem is our people are selfish. Like some major Nigerians are selfish. See, Nigeria is a rich country and the resources, we have money, but it's going to different individual courses. And as a result of it, there's a lot of work. I don't know why a person, an individual, will be accumulating wealth for unborn children. How will be reconciling? Why was one with last? You are not going there with the wealth. But when we realize, if we can realize that we are here to be our brother's keepers, particularly those of them in politics, Nigeria will victorize. This is the way I've seen it personally. I don't know your own the way you have seen Nigeria and the day politicians. Honest. Because some of us, before we say something, we have to be a little careful. Because there is a way they will hear you first day. You are criticizing the government. Democracy. I pity you.
Thank you very much, sir.